Hello, precious people. I'm Jacqueline Parks, and I just want to say Happy New Year. It's January 1st, 2024, and it's a new year. So, guess what? I have goals that I've set for myself because I watched a video on YouTube. I think it was Emily. Hey, Linda. Happy New Year. Love you, girl. Did you have a good New Year's last night? We stayed up till like 2 a.m., which is crazy for us to stay up so late. But we had so much fun. We had Jeremy's son was here with his friend, and Amanda was here with her friend, and Jess and I and Jeremy were just hanging out, having a good old time. I made some really good soup, so it was really awesome. Turned out good. But anyways, today we're going to talk about some goals. We're going to talk about artist goals because a lot of times we start the new year with resolutions to have a good year, to make things better than last year. 2023 might have been a tough year for people. For me, it was actually a really good year art wise. I probably had more commissions than I ever had. And I did some art shows that I didn't think I could pull off, but I did. You did nothing. Did you sleep or were you up? Because sometimes we just sit there and scroll on our phones, huh? I did a little scrolling on my phone. I really did. But then I did a puzzle. Guess what? So I bought a big puzzle, like 1,500 pieces. Hey, Lauren, Happy New Year. Thanks for joining. So yeah, we were putting together a puzzle last night. I bought this table that's just for puzzles, and you can have little trays that hide underneath, and you can put a cover over the top and just leave it if you got cats and they like to climb on tables, right? So my cats would totally take puzzle pieces away, and I wouldn't want that. So anyways, I think what's kind of cool is that I used to do that as a young adult teenager with my mom before I would go out and do whatever adults do on New Year's Eve. But it says, "You rock, girl. Scroll and talk to Bob." Aw, say hi to Bobby. Is she gonna join today on our live? 1,500 pieces. Yeah, that's big. It's big. Well, actually, the puzzle's not big. The pieces are like teeny, teeny, tiny. Reese! Reese is being bad. Oh, hey, Pam. Happy New Year, girl. It's a new year, new goals, new stuff to happen. We're going to be doing some art stuff together. And a lot of my friends joining in the chat, you guys are artists. You guys got to create this year. This is the year you start creating. Maybe sell some of your stuff online. Do an Etsy store. Do some things different than you've been doing. Reese! I hate that dog sometimes. But I love her. You know I do. But she's a pain. Why is she barking when I'm on my live? She bark. And there's not even anybody outside. I can see outside. There's nobody out there. So here's the deal. I was on a YouTube video watching Emily I'll mess up her name. But she gave us a bunch of goals. She did a whole video about goals. I wrote them all down because they're all pretty darn awesome. So let me see. I'm going to show you on my phone what it is. Yes, definitely. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. I know you probably already subscribed, but like the video because sometimes during a live video, there's like 40 people watching and 2 likes. So you never know if like your little click on that like will make more people join. And last week was Christmas, so we didn't meet. But the week before that, we had some people who were brand new and asked some questions that were kind of hard-hitting about theology. And we had a nice little conversation. But you never know. It could end up having some lifelong friends from this. In fact, I did find a person came to one of my classes because she found my YouTube channel. And she found out she was living in the same town. Isn't that kind of cool? So she started coming to my classes. So if you're here, Betty, hi. Hope you're watching. I hope you're having a good New Year's. So yeah, I think today we're just gonna chit chat a little bit. I might do a little painting because I got this from my husband. You say I know sometimes forget if it's a live. Yeah, it's totally live. So you can chit chat with me and I can chit chat with you. This stuff feels too nice to use, but I'm going to use it. This is the year. I'm going to use my supplies. I'm not going to hoard. I'm not going to keep stuff that's nice and just put it on a shelf and say, oh, look how nice this stuff is. Let's keep it nice and keep it on the shelf. No, we're going to use our stuff. We're going to experiment. We're going to have fun this year. I'm going to do some crazy stuff with my art. I'm going to try some things. I mean, I'm always going to do my pet portraits. I'm doing some people portraits now, thanks to Pammy, who, girl, you don't know how much you inspire me. So thank you for entrusting me with that portrait of a young man. And thank you for all the support and encouraging words. So, yeah, you too, huh? All right, Pammy, we're not going to waste our stuff or let it sit there. We're going to use it. So this is something that my husband bought me, and he says it is watercolor paper. I wish you could feel it. It feels like, I don't know, cotton watercolor paper is cotton, but this just feels like fabric to me. It doesn't even feel like paper. It's so soft. So I might paint on one of these. These look like they would make great little cards. And you know how I'm always doing a commission. I want to send them a thank you card. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some thank you cards to have a stack of. So look at all these. I can make so much with that. Also, he bought me, he's like the best husband. I love him. He bought me these envelopes. They're also watercolor paper. So after I make card, I can stick them in this fancy envelope. Maybe I'll even start using some of that wax in a little, what's the thing you put on the top that of the wax and makes a little seal, a wax seal? Could it be that easy to say? So I might do that. Start doing some fancy schmancy. But I can't believe today is January 1st. It's a new year, 2024. I love that we're all here joining in this adventure called life. And we're going to be starting, I think, a great year. That's what I'm going to say anyways. I'm going to say it's a great year. Yes, thank you, Linda Ball. It is beautiful paper. He's a wonderful man who got me such wonderful stuff. He is amazing. So thoughtful. Okay, so I'm going to try and find a link to the other artist I talked to you about, Emily. And you can watch her video because we all help each other out. We all support each other. This is a great community. Artists are great people. Let me just tell you, I love artists. They're so awesome. And when I go to art shows and art craft shows, they are the best people when you meet them. Just like make friends with your neighbor, talk to them. If Laura Mitten is joining today, she's doing an art show, y'all. Let's say yay and wish for her to have a successful event. I'm going to actually go with her to it. She said that we can share a booth. So I'm like, okay. So her and I are going to share a booth. She does the earrings. I wish I was wearing them. Ever since I took my earrings out, I don't have earrings on. That's because I don't put them on and off. I sleep in them. So if I'm not sleeping in them, I don't have earrings on the next day. So I need to remember to put them on. But she made some beautiful polymer clay earrings for me. And they have turtles and they're so cute. So I'll have to remember to put them on next Monday. And but she's going to be selling her jewelry. And I'm going to sell my art. So it's going to be great. That's in February. That's going to be at the Gulf Coast Music Hall in Foley. It's a big red barn. You can't miss it. Off of the Foley Beach Express. So if you know where that is, be there. February 4th. I think it's noon to 5, something like that. You can look it up on their website or on Facebook or wherever you go for your information. But oh, I wanted to show you guys too, and I have to unclip it so you can see. This is a light. Woo! So I can look pretty on camera, right? My husband got me that too, but I sent him a link. I said I need a light for my camera, for my laptop, because right now I'm using my camera for my laptop, because what I do is I use this fancy little schmancy camera that I have hooked up to a tripod. Not really a tripod, it's just like a boom arm, whatever you call it, camera. Boom camera? I don't know what you call it. Anyways, it's like right here, facing down on my desk. So got everything here, got my goals we're going to talk about. I have my phone. I do write things on my phone. I've got some planners that I'm going to be using. And I also am going to be doing some meal planning this year. So if you know me, you know I don't cook. You know I'm really horrible. But guess what? Yesterday I made some really good soup. That was leftover turkey from Thanksgiving. Not Thanksgiving, Lord, no. From Christmas. And so yeah, we had some really good turkey soup. It was so good. Oh my gosh. Lauren, I would love to check out your art show then. Yay, come see us. Yes, definitely. And I think it's going to be cool because it's February. I'm going to focus on painting like couple type stuff where it's like, like two cats or two dogs or something like that. Maybe I'll make some like little stuff that will sell pretty quickly. Who knows? Who knows what I will make? Today I don't even know what I'm gonna make, so we're gonna play it by ear. I know I was asking y'all, if you haven't seen the poll on my YouTube page community tab, go check it out and vote, because there is a poll to see what you guys want to watch me do on this channel. Yay, Pammy, I'll see you. You should look into selling there because you have some great stuff to sell. So, and I think they're still taking vendors. And I think it's only like $35, so it's worth it. I think. I don't know. Go check it out. But that would be cool. I'll see you there. But yeah, I was losing my train of thought. What was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. So something about, I guess, painting. Oh, the poll on my community tab. Make sure you go check it out. Yep, thumbs up. Okay, so let's talk about some goals for artists, because that's what I really want to do. I kind of want to design a planner just for artists, because with being an artist, I'm not very focused, if you can tell from my video today. I'm not a focused person. I have like squirrel, I get off track. So I need a goal. I need a planner. I need things written down so that I can follow them and check them off. I like lists. Lists are great. So I wrote down everything on my phone. And so some of the things that she had said to do as an artist with this new year was to write down what you are proud of for 2023. Like, write down 10 things you are proud of that you did in 2023. I'll tell you the very most amazing thing that I did in 2023 that I was scared to death to do was a 3-day show in Orlando, Florida. Because I've never done a 3-day. I've done 2 days, but never 3. And this was the most expensive booth fee I've ever paid. So it was like an investment. Plus I knew the travel. That's like 7 hours away from me. And staying in a hotel, the cost for that and everything. And I'm like, I'm not going to make money off this. It's not going to be something that makes money. I hear you doing dishes. Sorry. It's okay. Maybe you guys can't hear it, but I hear it. So then I decided with my husband, we decided together, we prayed about it. And then he said, let's do it. and it'll be like a trip, like it's a vacation. And I said, okay. So we spent the money. I went, we set up. I had a little frustration with setup, but overall, I liked my final setup. And when everybody started coming and they saw my art and were buying it, I was so happy. You guys, I could cry. And the fact that, I mean, people bought my artwork, they commissioned me to paint stuff for them, and it was just incredibly rewarding emotionally. And I met the other artists who had done it before, and this was Animal Con, y'all. And I was going to see all the YouTubers that I follow because they're just so amazing to watch them and see what they do with animals. You know, I love animals. I have another channel if y'all want to go check it out. It is Stampin' Turtles as well, but it's got my animals and my cats, my dogs. I never really show my bunny, but that's okay. Maybe in the spring we'll set up a little outdoor enclosure for him, and I'll show him running around. He's getting old though. He's over 5 years old. He might be 8 years old. I don't know how old he is now. Laura, if you're here, you know how old he is. It was Laura's bunny that had babies, and I took the bunnies. There was 3 of them I took. But so yeah, I love animals. I love just following people on YouTube and supporting their channels and stuff. So when I knew they were all joining this one event called Animal Con, I was like, I want to go. And sure enough, I was like geeking out, like seeing everybody that I follow in real life. And Amanda came, she saw these people who she follows too, like Clint from Clint's Reptiles. She was like meeting him in person, and it was like, I know you. It's so weird that you know these people and they're on YouTube, but then it's like, what? In real life, you don't really know them. So you just feel like you know them. But it was a great experience. I really enjoyed it. I loved just talking to people. And by the grace of God, my voice did not go, because usually within a day of talking to people, my voice is gone. But I did take a lot of throat lozenges. I don't know if that's the way you say it. Everybody teases me how I say it, but whatever, cough drops and stuff. So I just did a lot of that and did a lot of prayers, and it was just an awesome event. I really enjoyed it. And so that was one of my highlights. That was one thing I was proud of doing in 2023. I also feel like painting the young man, that was one of the things I was also proud of. But of course, I didn't do it. I do everything through God. God does things through me. And so when I do something and I'm saying I'm proud of it, I really mean I'm grateful for the accomplishment, because without God, I could not have done it at all. Not at all. So I think if you're an artist this year, you want to write down some things. You want to write down what you're proud of from last year. And so now you're going to have, oh, and this is something else she said, choose a word for 2024, which I have not chosen my one little word, it's called. So how do you do one little OLW? So that's like the acronym for one little word. And if you're oh, thanks, Lauren. Great story thank you for sharing. You're amazing. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, it is. Let me tell you, stories from my life sometimes are crazy. Sometimes are crazy. But one little word is what I usually choose every year for my Bible to focus. And I believe last year was prayer. So prayer is very powerful, y'all. And I'm actually going to be starting a new Bible study with my group from church, and it's about prayer as well. But this new year, 2024, I need a new word to help me focus. And so I haven't done that yet. Probably brainstorm some ideas. Maybe, like, I've chosen the word obey, which sometimes obeying God is hard. And what are some of the other words? Hope, faith, trust. You can, all those are great words. If you want to choose something that's more art related, you can choose the word color, experiment. Um, what else could be really good words to try to help focus? Brave, that would be a good one. I think the word brave would be good. So kind of figure out what word you want to use to go forward and think about your life. Like where do you want to, where do you see yourself next year? Where do you see yourself at the end of the year? So what else did she say to do? She said write out what this word means. What do I need to let go of? I don't know. What do I need to let go of? Stuff. If you see behind me, I actually have been cleaning. If you all have seen my YouTube short, it was bad. It was so bad in here. But after craft season, like the Christmas arts and crafts shows and everything, I had bins and bins and bins of stuff in here. I had everything in here because you just throw stuff back in your room and you go and take a nap because you're tired after all that. You're tired after lugging stuff in and out of craft shows and setting up tents and setting up tables. And Pammy, you know. Ooh, fellowship. She wrote the word fellowship. That would be a good one too, because we can't do this without each other, right? We need each other. So that's a good one, fellowship. And then write out your goals for 2024. It could be goals of actually, like if you want to make money, like how much money do you want to make with your art? I don't normally pick a dollar amount that I want to make with my art. I just really want to bless people with my art, and if they like it enough and they're buying it, then I just feel grateful that way. But I did follow this lady on YouTube. Her name's Rachel. She said that every year you should increase your prices because your talent, your skill is growing. And so every year you're getting better. And I'm like, that's a great idea. That's a great concept to think about. So I started doing that, and people are still getting more. I'm getting more commissions and selling more art. So it's actually a really good thing. And money's not bad. Everybody says money is the root of all evil. It's not. What is the root of all evil? The love of money is the root of all evil. Don't love money. Money ain't gonna love you. You shouldn't love money. But you need money. Okay, don't get me wrong. You need money. In fact, my on my list is a budget, and my husband said he's off today. We can talk about the budget today. Do you think we'll talk about it? We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try and wrestle him down and say, let's talk about it. Let's really make some changes to our spending, because we don't want to be at the end of the year and freaking out. And so I told him, I said, let's figure this out. So I've already kind of set up a budget for January. I need to talk to him about it, and we'll see if there's any changes. I have not budgeted a lot of money for food, and that's probably the one thing that I'll go over because, well, I think to myself, we don't need that much food. But then, like, what happens? We go out to eat. We're too tired to cook. He's going out to lunch, blah, 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 blah. People want snacks. You go to the store when you're hungry. You buy things not on the list. So I'm just going to make some changes there. That's what I'm going to do. Make some good changes. Not just random changes. Not say, oh, just spend less money. No, you got to say, this is what we're going to do. We're going to meal plan. So that's why I'm going to meal plan. I don't cook, but I'm going to meal plan. So that's going to be fun. So if you have good recipes, y'all send them to me. Send me recipes. You can text me. Okay, so then she had on her video, she had like 25 different goals to pick from. let me tell you something. I'm going to read through some of these and I'm going to tell you which ones I've already started doing. And it's so cool. Let's see. Well, my website Etsy store, I already have one. She said get one. So Laura Minton, if you're listening, you need to open up a website or Etsy store for your jewelry. You need to do that. Pammy, do you have a website? Pammy, you need to get one. Start it. You can go to GoDaddy. You can go to Wix, W-I-X. There's a lot of freebies, free ones out there. So you can do that. Organize your art space. I've started doing that. Let's see, do more sketching without tracing. So a lot of times I use the app on my phone called DaVinci Eye, and that helps me to create accurate commissions, drawings for the commissions. Now I don't paint with the DaVinci Eye on, but I do draw like the outline and where the eyes go and the nose goes and stuff like that. And so that helps me have like a foundation for my painting. But you know what? I'm going to start sketching without using that and just see what happens. I actually did my countdown to Christmas. Those were sketched without DaVinci Eye, except for maybe 2 of them. What else does it say? New techniques in watercolor. So learn new techniques. I think I've already probably tried every technique there is out there, but if there's something new, I'll look it up and try and find it. Collaborate with another artist. So I love collaborating. Do you guys like to collaborate with other artists? I don't know. Maybe you haven't tried it, but if you're on this channel in the chat, you're an artist and you and I should get together and collaborate. So I don't know if you've seen the video of me and my daughter painting together. That was super fun. So I think that you and I could get together and we could do something like that. And it would be super fun to just like, we don't have to even film it. Just get together and create together. So Pammy, I was telling you we need to do that. Laura, I told you. Linda, you make cards that are out of this world, the bomb. We should get together. And so that's something that we can try doing. Get in an art gallery. I actually wrote tried to get into an art gallery. So there are some art galleries in my neighborhood, not my neighborhood, but my area. And I have looked into them. I have looked into their process of how they pick people. So there's a First Friday art walk in Fairhope that I used to go to more consistently. So I need to go do that. So I might start going to that again. And then there's some art galleries down there that I might like to join. I don't know. We'll see. It could be fun. But I will tell you there was a shop down in Foley that was calling for artists to come in and show them their artwork because they're interested in selling artwork. So it's not an art gallery. It's like a furniture store, like refurbished furniture or something. It's really cool. And I'll put a link in the description once this live is over. I'll put all that. I'll update the description with some links. But I went and met with her already. So see, I'm already starting my goals, y'all. I'm already on here doing some new things that I hadn't done last year. And it's only January 1st. And so it's great. You just got to start somewhere, right? And don't be afraid. Just do it. And so I met with her and she's interested in a large piece. Y'all, you know me and my tiny pieces, right? Like here. Look how teeny tiny. So, I've done some small artwork. I've probably done smaller than that. But I like to paint little things. And she said we need to paint something large. And so let me show you real quick what I have. I don't know if you can see this. Look how big this is. I'm thinking I'm going to paint this. And let me see if I can put it back on the shelf. It's so large. But that's my goal, is to try and paint that with something. So she liked my lighthouse pictures that I showed her with the scripture on them. So maybe I'll do something like that. With Gulf Shores, there's a lot of beach scenes, turtles, crabs, shrimp, whatever. And I know there's a lot of people in the art community that say that painting what people really like and what sells is selling out. And I don't believe that at all. I think if you're enjoying it, paint it. And I paint all kinds of things. Pammy says that would be awesome. Yay. Yep. And so that is my goal, to have that painted and framed within the next 3 weeks. So that's my goal for that big old piece. What else did she say? It says join a local art group. I don't know. I've thought about joining the art group down in Fairhope. Eastern Shore Art Association or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. I have some fears about that. I don't know why. Enter your artwork in 3 competitions. I haven't even entered my artwork in 1 competition, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll make 1 be a goal. And sometimes it does cost money to enter a competition. But, where are you going to be a year from now if you don't do it? Same place. So might as well enter, and then you can put it on your resume and say, look, I entered this competition and I won a prize or something. That'd be so cool. Says to start a YouTube channel. Done. Got a YouTube channel right here. Remember, like and subscribe and leave a comment. I read every single one and I will reply. So, this says start an art class. I also have an art class. If y'all are in my area and you want to attend a watercolor class, it's a beginner's class, but all levels can join. Even if you're really good, there's some ladies who join and they are phenomenal. They paint really well. And I think to myself, they've been doing this, I think. But it's just fun to get together. So I do have a class on January 14th from 2 to 4 p.m. So if you guys want to join me for that class, we still have a couple openings for it. Just let me know. And she also said paint with your kids, which my kid is grown. They're grown kids, but I did paint with her. So check, I did that. Post to social media every day. Now, a lot of you guys are not even posting once a week or once a month or once a year. So maybe start posting your art. Pammy, I've posted your art and people love it. You need to, I don't know if you have a Facebook page or Instagram account or even a YouTube channel, but whatever you have, start posting every day. Just take a picture, snap, post. You can do everything on a phone. You don't even need anything fancy like cameras and stuff. So just start putting yourself out there and you'd be surprised, because I have found that everybody is super supportive and loving and kind. And, I've posted stuff that's, I think, is not that great. And I can't show you. Well, I guess I could show you. So like these were my little Advent countdown thingy. And it's like I started these off and they took me like 2 minutes, 3 minutes maybe. I don't even know. This one took a little longer. I like this one. Everybody was saying this was their favorite. This thing I had to do twice because it was so ugly the first time. But yeah. Okay, Pammy, you said yes, Facebook. Okay, so definitely start posting on it, because I don't know if I've even seen you posting on it. Look at this candy cane. I loved how that turned out. I love that one. This one, kind of creepy. But I think nutcrackers are kind of creepy. This was super nostalgic for me. This was super ugly to me. But you know what? I posted it anyway. This one got the most views. I have no idea why. It's just a little star. This was super easy. The hat, I really loved painting this. This was super fun to paint. And this one took longer. These were matchy-matchies. So I had to do the matchies. Those are what? Those are precious. Fresh. Thank you. You're sweet. This one I thought turned out pretty good. These I loved. I think I did use Da Vinci Eye to start this off. Little church. Like the little church. Like the little deer. I don't think I used Da Vinci Eye for this. So this was like not as great as it could have been. And the three wise men. Following the star. And pie. Do we love pie? Yes, we do. But I have found that some people like whipped cream more than the pie. This was fun. Little cabin in the woods. And my goal eventually is to have a little cabin in the woods, y'all. So that I can go someplace for a little retreat. And this is my puppy, my cat, the one that barks. The one that I say I don't love, but I do love. And this was an angel. That's in the Little Shepherds. You want the cardinals, Pammy? I might have to do prints of that because this is a set. And then the final one was the nativity scene. And so, but yeah, I was thinking, what are some ideas too for things to sell at craft shows? So a whole nativity set like this, I could probably get some good money for that, right? If I sold it as a whole set with a little easel and inside a little box or a little cute bag. Kind of the packaging. I need to think of better ways to package my art because I'm not that fancy schmancy with the packaging. My friend Biba, she is super fancy schmancy with the packaging. I want to show you something she made. So like, look at the adorableness of this. Okay, y'all, this is like a clear little bag. She made a little, she made this little tag with a little bell and a little ribbon with more little ribbons. And she has the candy cane. She has a little cookie cutter, a little bit of fun stuff at the bottom. So yeah, this is like her whole little package that she makes, and she gave this as a little gift. And for me, I'm like not as thoughtful, I guess, as I should be about packaging. So I'm going to research. I should put that on my goals. It's not on there, but I'm going to try and do that. So Pammy's saying thumbs up. Yes. Christmas ideas. So we can also, I like these little wooden ornaments that I've been prepping. So I bought some that I thought were the large ones, but they are not the large ones. They are the small ones. So now I'm going to paint maybe a little snowman. I already sold the snowman I painted. Linda Ball says she is so creative. Yes, Biba is super creative. So this is small. And I'm going to put maybe snowman. Maybe I'll put a cardinal. Maybe I'll put a fox. People love foxes. Maybe I'll paint different things on these ornaments. And those can be on my Etsy shop all year. And when I go to the craft shows, I can sell them there. Instead of having commissions to do the dogs. But you know what? I paint the dogs, the cats, and I paint horses. I painted a horse. I also painted, I have a commission right now that I have to work on and get done this week of a ferret. So whatever your animal, fur baby, even, I don't know if I could do a person on one of my wooden ones. Of course, God will help me. But let me show you the size difference, y'all. So I was trying to get this size, and this size came, and I almost didn't get all my ornaments done in time for Christmas because I ran out of the big ones and I ordered, and this is what came in. That is so different. Actually, these are a lot more huge than the other ones. So I may need to reorder and get some in between these two sizes. I don't know. Um, but I'm also looking at ways of printing. I didn't really want to start doing prints, but that could be another form of income, maybe even a download. So a lot of artists sell their downloads on Etsy for like $2.95, and so whoever downloads it can print it. And so that would be a really cool way to do something. Also, I set up my Etsy store with a print shop. And so I think what I'm going to do is like put my artwork on porcelain, ceramic, whatever it's made out of. I don't know. I need to do a test order just to see how it turns out. But some kind of ornament, can do that with prints, can do that with anything. So maybe t-shirts, I don't know. We don't want to get too crazy though. But I wouldn't print it. I wouldn't even touch it. It would just go straight from the print shop to the person who ordered it. So it would be super easy to just do that. And could be a steady stream of income. So that was one of the things on here. I don't know. It says learn to license your art. I don't know what that's all about. So I guess I have to learn. I will learn that. Learn to scan my artwork. Yeah. I've watched a few videos. I don't have a good scanner. I have like a printer scanner. I've also seen where people have taken photographs of their artwork with like a nice camera and then uploaded that, and they can use Photoshop to kind of correct anything. So that's a good thing I could learn to do. I wrote try new subject matters. So I don't know if there's any I haven't tried, but I know my daughter wants me to do a pandoline. I think that's how you say it. Pandoline. Pangolin. I don't know. You guys have to look that up. It's a strange looking creature, but she wants me to paint it. So maybe do that. I might try and create an online course that people can buy for like $10. That would be more about like learning about watercolor materials, maybe more in depth about what kind of papers and what kind of brushes to use. Like these kind of brushes I bought and I haven't really used them. What kind of white paint, white ink that you might want to use. Different kinds of tapes, washi tape to take your paintings down. Like what kind of water, not what kind of water, but you know what I mean. Like for me, I use 2 water cups. So in this one, my friend Carla got me, or she made me, which is so precious of her. She's a sweet friend. But definitely need to have 2 on your desk at all times, because when you paint, you need to have a clean source of water and then one that's you're rinsing off. May talk about metallic paints, which I started painting with them a little bit. My sister-in-law Jamie gave me this a couple years ago, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I put metallic paint in my paintings, but you know what? I've been using it now, so it's been great, and I really love that. Linda Ball said pangolins are covered in overlapping scales. That is true. They are. They almost remind me of an anteater, but covered in scales. Yeah, or an armadillo. Like you think they look kind of like an armadillo, but they're huge. They're big. And I think they're from Australia. Everything's big down there in Australia. The spiders are big down there. Everything big down there. So let's see if do you guys want to see me paint a little bit before we go? Because I think I mean, most of these goals are pretty doable, y'all. They're pretty doable. So I think I'm going to try and do some of these. Let me put them over here. Oh, and I got this cute little set of planners. They're so pretty. And they're so little. But it's for one's, for each month. So there's 12 of them. And so you can do your whole day. It's great. Let me switch you to this so you can see. I've already wrote down stuff on here. I did write the word workout, but that's probably not going to happen. I don't know. Daily goal, paint. That's what I want to do. Priorities, make content, my health, and my website. I'm really bad at updating my website. So I need to do that. So today's day, January 1st. And it's a Monday. So see how cool that is? I mean, in the evening, I'm going to have to write something we're going to do for dinner. I don't know if we're making a roast for dinner. I don't know what we're doing. Jeremy took something out. Oh, shrimp. We're having shrimp. Never mind. Shrimp. Some people don't like shrimp, but I love shrimp. So, anyways, so that's cool. But let's see how this paper looks. Like, this is really so pretty. Y'all, I wish you could feel it. I wish you could feel it. So let's see what happens if we paint on it. Because we got about 15 minutes left before I have to go and do other things with my life. Like the things on my goals. So on my, it says just Googles I don't personally know. Oh, okay. What does it say? Something you purchased that? Oh, where did I say I purchased the planners? Walmart. This was from Walmart. And so I don't think it was very expensive. But it's definitely beautiful. And I liked all these colors. These are kind of earth tones. I love earth tones. I also like bright colors too. So it's kind of weird. But all right. So New Year. What are we going to do? Planner. Yeah, the planner. These planners are all individual. Well, they're sold together like this. So you get one a month. But I do have some other planners that I'm going to update. So like I have this one that I've had from a million years ago that, has a daily schedule. And I had this already kind of decorated, but I didn't really do anything. I like that there's no set date, so you can use it whenever. It comes with some stickers in here. And it does have some cute little sayings and stuff, I guess. But, so that's one that I can use. I remember being into planners big time. And I like this one too. I think Laura made it, or Barbara made that. So this one I already filled out for January. And I need to start my week if I want to do this. But whatever you have, y'all, just start it. Just start. You don't have to be perfect. I like how it has this little tassel on it. But like I said, this is going to be easy. I could even make this like my meal planner one or my art planner one. I don't know. But let's see what happens. I'm going to experiment with just color on this, okay? So we're not going to make a picture. We're just going to experiment. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to just paint some water straight across on the top here. And then I want you guys to kind of see there is a little bit of a sheen from the water. Can you see that sheen? So I have not painted on this paper before, so I'm experimenting. So now we're going to make, what color y'all want to do? Blue? I like blue. Let's try this blue. So we're going to just touch it and see what happens. Can you see that? And then you see how far it can go over. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And then, let's see, you can make a thicker consistency. And see, that's something I was thinking about doing, was making a online course that explains the consistency of everything in depth. So like there's such a thing as tea consistency, cream consistency, stuff like that. So like look at that. You can kind of see it's getting thicker as I add paint to it. And then you can just go. Now here's some ideas too. So I wet that paper first and then I painted. Now I'm going to just do dry on, or wet on dry. So see the paper kind of skips. See all that? I don't know. Can you see? There's a difference between wetting the paper first and not. So I like that. So we're going to rinse that. Maybe let's do some red. You want to do some red? So maybe we will play with red in here, because that's still pretty wet. And then you can let it kind of flow. And see how it's mixing already, like a purpley? It's a purpley color. It's really pretty. And look at that. That's pretty too. That's already purpley. And then it's making a purple color. So I got to rinse my brush. And let's try just red. And then let's try just that blue. So basically those two colors make that purple. And we all went to kindergarten, right? So we know what colors make what. So it's kind of easy. Color theory is really not as complicated. Maybe I could do a course on that, but really I don't think we need them. So here's some yellow. And yellow and blue make what color? We know what color it makes. So I might do another little bit down here and then just add the yellow. Look at that. Just makes it pretty. Good morning, Marianne. Marianne Harris is with us. Love you, girl. And so yellow and blue, we know what yellow and blue make. It make green. Look at that. So Marianne, if you're just joining, this was some paper my husband bought me for Christmas. And it's super fancy. But it's a whole stack of it. It's got this pretty edge. And right now I'm just experimenting. But I think I'm going to make cards out of it. And I'll show you if you go to coffee on Thursday. I'll bring it and you can see it. Okay? Because you make cards. Cards are awesome to make. I need to get back into doing that. Let's see. And you know, red and yellow make orange. Those are the things that, you know, you can experiment with. So this is something that I might just put some little, play with the consistency of your paint. So see how the thick paint stays kind of there? And it's just kind of cool. But now if you use just water, what happens if you use just water? Well, nothing really. Might need a lot more water maybe. It's not really pushing. It's not pushing the paint like a normal drop of water does. So this paper might hold the color. I don't know if it stains it or something. I haven't tried lifting. I'm trying to organize. So here's some paper towel. Watch what happens. Is it 100% cotton? I feel like it is, Marianne, because it feels like fabric. So let's see. I'm just going to dab and see what happens. And see how it lifts. And you can just take your brush, rinse, dab, and drag. So that's another thing, talking about our goals. We just want to try new things. Get that nice and clean. And then I can lift, or I can blend on there. Now I'm going to do a little bit more rough right here because I'm looking at it trying to think, is it going to handle a lot of lifting? And I don't know if you guys can see that. It's not handling it real well. There's a lot of piling. Is that what it's called? I'll have to look that up if it's called piling. But basically it's lifting the paper. It's kind of, when the paper is getting wet, it's getting agitated by the paintbrush, and then it's starting to mess up the paper. I do think this is homemade watercolor paper, like DIY, but I don't know who he bought it from. So, but it's kind of cool. I do like it. I think if I don't have to mess around too much with it, it'll work really good. Like, let's see what I can do real quick, because I do have a couple minutes. Yours don't either. Don't lift well. Yeah. So it may be one of those things where I just do these. I was thinking about making these for like thank you cards. They're still pretty though. Yes. And it's beautiful. I like the edging. And what I would probably do is attach this to some of my white cardstock or very vanilla cardstock, or even my soft suede or something, crumb cake. Excuse me. So that might be fun. So what I'm going to do now, I think, is I'm going to mix a nice pretty oceany color. What do you think? Oceany? Is that a word? Oceany. There's my horizon. And then just very lightly, I'm going to keep going like this. Did y'all hear about the giant rogue wave in California? That was really strange. But I guess there was like a storm way off, and so the storm was creating this optimal situation where it was just going to be this ginormous wave coming in. And so my sister's out there near Pismo Beach, and she was filming the waves, and I was getting a little bit worried. A little bit. And I don't want her to be out there and get messed up by a big old wave. Alright, so now I'm going to mix some of the sand color, but guess what? The sand color is going to have just a little bit of blue in there because it's mixing with the waves. So we're just going to do that. And then really light with the orange maybe. Orangey color. And then maybe the yellow ochre color. So you can just play around with color. This doesn't have to be perfect. If you don't like something, guess what? Just lift it up. There you go. So that's kind of like waves. Does that look like waves? And then I think I want, so yeah, Pammy, you heard about those waves? So crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, so you know I have like 4 or 5 blues on my palette. I love blue. Look at this little turtle. Blue. All kinds of blue. I even bought a whole tube of turquoise blue. I just love blue. But my favorite color is really green. But I do love all these blues are just beautiful. So now I'm going to do the sky. I'm just going to fill it in. Not too much. Don't be too rough with this stuff. Because, look at that. Now, watch the magic of lifting. We make some clouds. Clouds. Like in the Gulf Shores. Clouds. But I might add just a little bit of my Payne's Gray to the bottom of these. Just to give them a little bit of depth. And so that kind of looks pretty. Might blend those just a little bit with my brush. And not too much. But I think that looks pretty. And if I were to put that on if I were to put that on some cardstock, and then I wrote a little note in there, I think someone would really like that. And here's my little initials. In the year, 2024, y'all just watched me write 2024 for the first time and I didn't mess up. Y'all do that when it's like the new year and we hardly ever write checks anymore, but if you guys are still writing checks and it's the new year, do you always mess up? Oh, Marianne is asking, where did I get the turtle? Love it. And it has a cover. So, y'all have seen this probably on my desk. Where's the little turtle? There you are. And because I fling a bunch of paint, usually I've gotten this kind of messed up. But, this was a set. So basically this is your water bowl. This is your ceramic palette, and this is where you sit your paintbrush. So just like that, and this came off of a website. Amanda said it came from Italy. This little guy. Look at its cute little face. Can you see its little face? It's super cute. I'm surprised it's not stamped on the bottom with like their signature or something. I don't know, maybe it's mass produced. I was thinking it was by an artist who does ceramics. But y'all know my friend Carla made this for me. And she stamped, or she used a stencil, she said, to make the turtle on the side. And I would love to show you the bottom. She does have her signature on the bottom. It's Carla. And, oh, the card, Marianne, should have some birds. Yes, you're right. But, so yeah, my friend Carla, I was telling her, because she started making some ceramics, and y'all, I hope she joins because I sent her a link to this today. She needs to start an Etsy store website. She needs to because she makes these adorable gnomes. They are so cute. She has one gnome that is a Viking gnome. It is adorable, y'all. And she sold out most of her gnomes at her open house, which I wanted to get to, but I didn't run down there. She's making the pottery at the kiln in Fairhope. So y'all need to look her up. She's awesome. And Linda Ball, you know Carla, right? We all used to do card making together and scrapbooking and stuff like that. I don't know. I guess I could put some birds in there, like seagulls. Look at, I'm going to clean this because you know what? It should be clean, right? So, if you were here at the beginning of the video, you know that I have on my list of goals to make a large watercolor painting. I need to make a large one. So, I have the paper. Yeah, Linda, she does. She lives right around the corner from you. And see, we could all collaborate together. She can make ceramic stuff, you can make card stuff, and I can make painting stuff. Oh, Marianne, you got to answer the phone. Who's calling you so early? Who's calling you? But, yeah, and see, if I had a small paintbrush, I can make those little birdie birds. Let me see. I'll show you guys if we can do a little birdie bird. So I'm just going to do, and this is part of experimenting. Don't be afraid. So she said to add some birds in there. Let's see what happens. Oh, that looked great. And you know what? Birds don't fly with their wings up and down at the same thing. So the next one is going to be like that. And you got to have 3s, 5s, 7s. I mean, you don't really have to, but I think it makes for a more interesting painting, don't you? Where should I put the third one? Down here or up here? I don't know. Maybe we'll put them up here. There we go. I think the paper's still a little wet. That's okay. And so see, all clean. Put it back up there. Put it back up there. Everything's done. Oh, Lauren's saying so much talent. I have a lot to learn from you. Oh, yes, from these ladies as well. Yes. They're a fabulous group. And if you are local to my area, we will be at Sweet Home Coffee on Thursdays from 10 a.m. to noon. So come join our group. Just find us. We're the loud group of ladies in like that middle section of the coffee shop where it has a big long table. So just come find us and say, hey, I saw you on YouTube and I want to join your group. And I'll be like, okay. Or you met me at a craft show, or you met one of my friends and they said to come join us. My great niece wants a peach cobbler today. She's 12. Got to make it later. Marianne, your peach cobbler, I'm sure, is delicious. You make such wonderful, you make really yummy cakes, yummy. Have you made pie? So cobbler's kind of like a pie, I think. I don't know what I'm making today. I guess, my husband got a dehydrator, so he's going to try and make some deer jerky, venison jerky. That makes it. Yum. Love it. All right. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to go join my husband and see what he's doing for the rest of the day. And I used to watch the Rose Bowl parade every New Year's Day when I was a little kid. And I grew up near where it was, Pasadena, California. I grew up in California. So that was always something fun, the Rose Bowl parade. Oh, Lauren, you won't make it this Thursday. You're still visiting your kids. Okay. Definitely next Thursday, plan to join us. That'll be so much fun. But I love you guys. I am praying for each and every one of you to have a blessed 2024. And but we don't stop until we do some scripture. So I actually looked up something that was very inspiring, and I hope it inspires you. Let me see if I can look it up again. No. Scrolling. No, maybe it goes, I gotta look at the top of the list. Wait, where did it go? It was like 2 Corinthians or 1 Corinthians. But now I can't find it. Philippians is good too. Romans is good. Deuteronomy. But there was one that was so good, and now I've lost it. I don't know how that happens. You ever have that happen to you where you saw it and like then a bunch of ads pop up on the website? Like you look up something, like a recipe, which is very annoying when you look up a recipe. That's why I want you guys to send me recipes, then I don't need to see all the ads and pop-ups. All right, well, we're going to do a different one because it's like changed on me. But this one's good. So James 1:2-4. It says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." See, that's very inspiring to me. Here it is. I found it. I just had to keep scrolling. Colossians, not Corinthians. Colossians 3:23-24. It says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving." I love that. That is like, I need to post that somewhere on like the wall, on my mirror in my bathroom, on the refrigerator. I need to post that everywhere because I'm not working for human masters. I'm working for the Lord. And I want to do it with all my heart. I don't want to do a half, job. I want to do it good for Him. I want to do it for Him. So I hope that encourages you. I hope you guys enjoyed visiting with me today. I really enjoyed talking to y'all. Y'all are just so precious to me, and I love you all so very, very much. And what does Lauren say? Make deer chili. I do love deer chili. I'll have to make that for sure. And Pammy, love you, dear. Aw, thank you. Lauren, Happy New Year, everyone. Enjoy. Marianne, okay, Happy New Year. Marianne says, "Does this turn into a video that we can go back and watch?" Yes, it does. Do you have to go to the live tab? So on YouTube, there's different tabs. There's video, shorts, live, community. And don't forget to check my community tab up there because I have a poll and there's like 2 votes. So I need a couple more votes to see what you guys really want to watch. So go on there. And do a little vote. And Lauren, thanks for the inspiration. Oh, thank you for joining. Pammy, love you too. Linda Ball, I enjoyed it. I love you. Mwah. Y'all have a blessed day.